All right, guys, this is my second take of this. I had my phone on Bluetooth speaker, so it was connected to the Bluetooth, and somebody joined saying they couldn't hear me, so I had to start this shit over. It's fucking irritating me, man. Because I was saying some deep shit, but pretty much what I was saying in that last video was there's different levels of success. That's what I was saying before, like I had to end it. There's different levels of success. A lot of you guys who watch my channel, who watch my videos, you're not like people who, I'm not saying everybody, because like I'm not a fool. Just because like you see dumbass people say, oh, if I got 5,000 subscribers, so 5,000 people will fuck with me. No, probably about 1,000 people fuck with you, really, or a little over that, if that. Like, to be honest, talking about how real it is, because in this world we live in, people are just trying to be entertained. Like, YouTube is the new TV. People don't watch. People say they watch shit just so they can learn, but in reality, they just watch it the same reason they watched SpongeBob back in fucking 10, 20 years ago. It's the same fucking shit. Like, you want to be entertained. Not to say everyone is like that, but that's how most people are, because if you look at the world, no actions being done, and the consumption of so-called this spiritual information is higher. So if you look at it, that it just proves what I'm saying. But what I was saying is there's different levels of success in this world, and if you're watching my channel, you're like unique. You're not normal. You're not like the average type of person. So therefore, when you go about getting success, you can't compare yourself to shit that is not is doesn't cater to you. Like, a lot of you guys put a lot of emphasis in the Jewish world. Like, you may be good at acting or singing, and you want to be chosen to be like in a position like Will Smith or one of these rappers out here, but you don't understand, like, there's different levels of success. There's you being a rapper, or you being like Jay-Z or like fucking Will Smith or Denzel, and then there's somebody who, and then there's the level of success of you actually creating a platform so Will Smith and Denzel can actually do what they do, and you write their checks. You see what I'm saying? So you're supplying them. And then the person who's writing the checks to Denzel, you don't know their name. You don't know who the fuck they is. They can go walk down the street. They don't have to deal with all that shit. But then, because the power that they have, they've created an energetic platform that everybody uses, Hollywood. Or in some other cases, if you want to talk about Bill Gates, he created a program, Microsoft Word, or you may say the Facebook guy, the MySpace dude. It's a platform and people use it. But then once people get famous on your platform, like a social media star, people want that success. They don't want the success of creating the platform. So you niggas got it fucking backwards. This is why, because a lot of you guys think when I get successful and I become talented, I have so much gifts and talents. When I get all this talent and gifts, everyone's gonna recognize me, and they're gonna put me in a position because they're gonna see what I see. But that's not how the world is. The more talented and the more unique and gifted you are, people fear you because they don't want you to take their spot, and they don't want you to change the trajectory of how this reality is supposed to run. When you are so powerful and you're so unique, they get scared. So they gotta try to push you to the corner. This is why there's people who act better than Will Smith, but they're not on Will Smith's level. Or there some people who are really good at NBA, but they're not, because they don't have a certain energy that the Masons see that can push the trajectory of how the system and the agendas are supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? So it's, you have to have a certain mindset and energy. It's not just about the talent skill, because even if you have the talent skill but you don't have the mindset, they get scared because they're like, okay, if he has the talent skill, he could end up being like us, creating platforms. We can't have him like that. We have to have him a stupid nigger like Michael Jordan, that's, instead of creating his own NBA, he's part of the NBA. So he got all these billions of dollars, but he's not creating his own NBA. That's a stupid dumbass. I can't say the N word because they be blocking me and say hate speech, even though I am one. So I'm not no N word, but I'm so called that, if you want to get kind of technical. But like anyways, like I was saying, guys, this shit's crazy. So you got to understand, like, your mind, or your uniqueness and how different you are positively is always going to be a problem for the system. So this is why you have to create your own system. This is why I talk about we have to, because people like us, we have to create our own system to get what we need to get to. I'm not saying we can't be successful in this system, but our success is not going to be our potential. $100,000 or $1 million a year, as much as that sounds good, is not our potential. We're better than that shit. We should be damn near we should be creating our own money, creating our own shit. They already have cryptocurrency. I'm trying to learn how to create my own cryptocurrency, if I can even do that. I remember they seen this one brother. Well, I can do that shit, but like it's not easy. But I seen this one brother. He created a cryptocurrency that was worth like $80 million, and $80 million is really in the cryptocurrency world. That's nothing really in the cryptocurrency world. But $80 million, your coin is worth that amount. That's crazy. This was like years ago. I seen this story. I don't know how that shit went down because I just seen like but I don't know how the fuck he did, or I have to look into that. But he created his own cryptocurrency, and it was worth like 80 million, which is little in the cryptocurrency world, but that's still like a lot of money for somebody to create. But it's shit. That's what I'm saying. Like that's even a way. Like you see how people create different cryptocurrency coins. That's a way to start creating our own money. That's a way. Even though it's not easy, it's still a way. It's possible. It's not like before how it didn't exist, but it's a way. So that showed you that it's because there's people out there who have their own coins, who are regular people, who went and they did what they had to do. So like this shit, that's what I'm saying. We can do this shit. We gotta create our own shit because there's the USA Masonic cult. That cult is, we're not accepted into this cult, and this is an energetic shit. So there may be a spirit of that cult in people, and they don't fuck with you, or they may give you certain shit. They may give you certain problems or whatever, and it's like that's because they're resonating with that same energy and that spirit of that Masonic cult. And this could be somebody who's in a spiritual community and they think that they're against the government, but they still have that Masonic cult because that Masonic cult is so deep. You got people who hate the government who have that cult. And even though they hate the government, if they listen to what I'm talking about, they'll look at me like I'm crazy. This is how deep the mind control gets. Because they make it so deep where even if you could talk shit about the government, but how you're talking shit about the government is still part of the government. That's how these niggas operate. So I'm just letting you niggas know, like, we got to create our own shit. We got to do our own thing. And it could be just with anything, any aspect of life, like how I got my health together. The way I got my health together was different from everyone. The spirit wouldn't allow me to go just take herbs or to go to fucking take medicine or just fucking meditate and close my eyes and what I had to do was I had to fast. I had to do it uniquely, do it different. That's what everything in my reality. I had to always do it different. So that's like a lot of you niggas, like when you have to do things different, that shows you the type of spirit you have. So you can't really do shit the way other people do it. But this shit's like, I'm just starting to have a lot of these realizations, man, and this is crazy. This shit is just crazy, man. But so many people in this world, they put so much credence on this Jewish world. Like you'll see people say, oh, this person, how they have all this money and they're evil and they do this. First of all, you're comparing money. You're comparing something that has nothing to do with whatever you're talking about. Like, what the fuck does money and a house and all that shit have to do with being a good person? Like, you know who invented money and cars and all that shit? At least the way, like right now, if you go and get if you put $100,000 in the bank, the government can freeze your account. So they're in control of money. So if you say, oh, I got $1 million, thank God, you're thanking the Jewish God. This is why on the money it says God, because they're Jewish God. If you people who put their energy into the system and they think, ooh, God gave me a place to stay. No, these Jewish people did, you fucking idiot, because you're playing their game right, dumbass. So when you start thinking God, you're not thinking the God, you're thinking their God. That's why they put God on the money. Dumb fuck. You niggas, that's what I'm saying. Like give credence to this Jewish shit. This shit has nothing to do with nothing. It could spiritually, if you're on your path, you obviously the spirit's gonna have to look out for you because you're looking out for yourself because you have to live in this world. So if you have a mission, things are gonna be looked at, but don't put too much credence on that shit. You got all these dumb niggas out here talking about manifesting and I manifested this, and then shut the fuck up, you stupid ass nigga. Go manifest these fucking elite out of their seat. Go manifest $1 trillion, or go manifest Jeff Bezos' salary, stupid ass nigga. Go manifest $50 million. You can't manifest that, because bitch, that's not how manifesting works. It's deeper than what they say. If it wasn't that deep, what I was saying, motherfuckers were out here manifest. Like you see, nigga, oh, I manifested this lifestyle and this money, and the universe is manifest, but nigga only got $2-3 million net worth. Not saying that's not a lot, of that's not something to be proud of. But bitch, why don't you, if you're gonna manifest money, why don't you manifest at least 100 million to at least create your own system, have your shit, and have generational wealth for your kids if you want any or whatever? Like, why only that much? Like, so obviously, because you didn't choose the 3 million to manifest, bitch. It just happened. So it tells you there's other things going on besides you just saying I wanted money and it came. It's other things going on. That people put too much credence on this Jewish fucking shit. It makes no sense. Like oh, this person has money, or even some people say, oh, this person, like, they had bad karma, or they should have bad karma, but then they're successful. How are they successful? They have bad karma. But it's like, that has nothing really to do with anything. You don't even know. He could have had a nice car and he get in an accident. There's a lot of rich people who had a nice car and they got in an accident in a nice car. Or maybe the money, that you don't know what the fuck said. And who the fuck said like money has anything to do with somebody being happy or not? You could still be miserable and have money, or maybe the person doesn't even need to be miserable. They can be happy and smiling and be lost, and then something tragic can happen to them. Laugh now, cry later type of shit. Like, you don't know. You see what I'm saying? And it's like people act like there's, like, I don't know. I don't want to get too much into it, but at the end of the day, there is nowhere to go. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to go. You gonna get what you're gonna get, really. Only a matter of time. Like, there's shit that people are going through right now as a result of what they did fucking thousands of lifetimes ago. So like that shit caught up. It's like there's nowhere really to fucking go, really. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to join. I know nobody's gonna want to join because niggas be on some bullshit. But if anybody wants to join the link, feel free. And you notice how these Jews, how they will try to tell you what success is. Like, they'll say like somebody like a YouTuber, like fucking, like those big YouTubers get like over 1 million subscribers. They'll say that's successful. That's what these Jews do. They'll try to sell people on the idea that's successful, and then you'll have a whole bunch of people trying to obtain that success, which is why the world is fucking burning right now. It's done. It's fucking retarded because everybody's trying to chase something that's worthless and meaningless. So to be a fucking Kai Cenat or Logan Paul or PewDiePie, all these niggas, to be that is nothing, because you to be in that position doesn't take any type of really skill to change the world. So that's, everybody's trying to be that. But when you're trying to actually be something that the Jewish people, they don't want you to actually try to think that you can be, then that's when it's a problem for them. I'm done though. I'm done with you niggas, man. I'm done. But, like I said, guys, like shit, man. Anybody got any questions? Yeah, but yeah, I'm chilling right now. Now I don't know what you niggas is up to, what you niggas is doing, but I'm just chilling right now. I'm not really like gonna. There's mainly gonna be a Q&A. That's something I'm gonna stop going in, because I notice when I go in a lot of motherfuckers, they just think that I can fucking, like, they're not engaging in shit. Cause I want to have people join and ask questions and shit. I want to just come up here and just start talking and shit. See, one bitch nigga left because I said that. I don't even give a fuck. Kiss my ass. Just proves exactly why I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. No deceit was good. He said, I think it's too late to change this world. Probably is. I wouldn't say it's too late. It just people just got to really wake up. It's not too late. Like we can change it, but it's just gonna be very hard because it's not really a problem though. It is what it is. Yeah. Oh man. The fuck? Damn. It's so crazy, man. Like you be seeing that dude in the purple shirt that walked behind me. I haven't seen that nigga in years. I'm back in my old neighborhood. Yeah, I came back in my old neighborhood. Damn, I thought that nigga. It's so crazy, man. Like you see people over the years, most people get worse than better. Like one thing I noticed is that like when you see people in a fucked up position in life, you guys got to understand that like it didn't happen overnight. It happened like it happened. This is a gradual thing. Like when you see somebody like who's like really down bad and they on like drugs and shit and they like fucking talking to themselves and shit. Just people who are just down bad just with anything. Like it's not overnight. Like notice how like that shit happens at such a slow rate. Just like healing yourself spiritually, it happens so slow. Sinking and going down, it happens slow too, because the spirit will give you a lot of chances. That's why you gotta like take your chance now because it gets work. I can just see like if you don't like just like when you see the system right now, every year it's crumbling, it's getting worse. You see what I'm saying? It's getting worse, the system. So this is the collapse of the system. A lot of you guys say, oh, when's the system will collapse? Every year it gets worse. I can attest to that shit. I see it every year. The way the inflation, the quality of the system, the more laws, the crime, every year it gets worse, and it's by design because this is them crashing the system. This is the Masonics way of crashing the system. They're not gonna crash it overnight because that's gonna bring too much shock and chaos. So they can't just say, "Oh, we're gonna crash this bitch," and everything is good. They what they got to do is every year implement new rules, laws, make it a little worse, make the quality worse, make the inflation and the economy, and then it keeps getting worse. Once Saturn gets into Aries and Neptune into Aries, that's when this shit is gonna be looking very, very ugly. That's when because Saturn's gonna leave Pisces. Once Saturn leaves Pisces, right now everybody's in a delusion. Everybody is in like a fake reality right now. So once Saturn leaves Pisces and we get into like Saturn and Aries, and that's when reality's gonna hit everyone. And this shit's gonna be it's gonna be a wrap. Yeah. Whatever, nigga. I'm gonna just put it right here. If anybody wants to join, you can join. I'm just chilling right here. I'm not. It is what it is. Damn, this weed smells hella good. Yeah, but I got a few things going on right now, and I'm gonna be like, I just got a lot of things going on. I don't want to speak too much about what I have going on right now because I don't want to fuck up the energy. Because when too many people start thinking, when you have something going on, you don't want to speak about certain stuff because when you say something and people start, let's just say you have a plan to get better in life, and you tell people when you tell people this shit, their attention and their energy is going to go on that thought cloud that you just pretty much produced by telling them, and it is going to like add energy to it, and it can fuck up the the actualization of whatever you're trying to make into existence. So you got to be careful. So like if you tell somebody some shit and they start speaking negative, or maybe it's a stupid person who's very a sheep and their energy is just weak, you tell them, it may fuck up your shit and it may not even happen the way it happens. So just keep certain things to yourself. What's today? Today's Tuesday. Oh yeah, shit. That's probably why nobody's online. But like I'm done. I've been through so much realizations this year. It's not even funny. Like I'm like I have no expectations for anything in life no more. Like I'm not gonna lie, to you guys. Like I'm not saying it's 100%, but like it's a lot better than what it was this year. Like before, I used to expect life to be a certain way. Now I don't expect shit no more. Because I'm starting to come to the conclusion that we don't have free will. We do. I'm not gonna say we don't 100%, but there's a huge chunk of percentage. I would say probably 60% we don't have free will, and 40 or 50% we do have free will. But it's kind of like half and half. We have free will and we don't. It's not just one or the other. Anybody that tells you we don't have free will 100% or we have free will 100 is a fucking idiot. It's both. And yes, that's possible. It's both. Certain areas of your life, you have the power to influence. Certain areas are so grand, you don't have the power. You don't have the power to end this fucking world. You don't have the power to not make everybody aware of this shit, so you don't have 100% free will. That's common sense. Can 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 I make you aware of me? Can I make you not aware? No, that's your decision to become. No matter. Let's just say you see me for the first time and I knew things you didn't know. That doesn't make me more powerful because I can't make you aware of me. That's the ultimate power of is awareness. That's the spirit. That spirit which we all, so that shows you have the capability to reaching my position. You see what I'm saying? Because you were aware. I can't make you aware. So therefore it can't be 100% free will. Because I can't make you aware of me. I can't make you not aware. That's something the spirit has to come to its own conclusion, regardless. Even if it's a bug, an animal, whatever. That's why I don't believe in free will like that. It is what it is, man. Like, because I'm realizing like I don't have no expectations no more in life. I don't. Only thing I do is what I feel like I'm supposed to do. And even when you do what you're supposed to do, you don't have no expectation. That's the thing. A lot of you guys say, "Oh, I wanna." That's something I don't want to say. I don't want to say I hate the spiritual community for this, but that's the problem. And I just realized this problem. But before, like a year ago and before, I used to not. I used to be agreeing with this. So I'm not gonna be too hard on people. But people think like, "Oh, I want to follow. I want to be on my spiritual path so I can make some money, so I can be successful." Fuck, my phone is like I want to make some money. I want to be successful and all this shit. But the thing is, though. Um, the thing is with that, was it, they want to be so. What was I saying? Shit. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They want to make money. They want to be successful. But the thing is with that though, you can't have any expectations because you got to do it like just do it just to do it. Don't do it because you want to make money or all that shit because that's an expectation. Like I'm not saying that you don't crave for that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying don't go out there and try to make money and all that. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying an expectation is different. If you want something to happen, think about it like this. If you want something to happen, go out there and just try to do it. But don't have no expectation. Don't think like, oh, I expect this to happen if I did. Because if you start doing that, then you're gonna not want to do it eventually, because eventually you're gonna start telling yourself, well, money's not that big of a deal, which it isn't. Or who cares about looking good, or who cares about it going out with this type of girl? So then you don't want to better yourself so you can, you see what I'm saying? So you start rationalizing, and then it has you not doing what you're wanted to do, because you're like, oh, I don't need to do it because I thought I was doing it for money. So if you just get all that bullshit expectation, I'm just doing it because spirit told me to do it, and that's it. And if I don't do it, I'm gonna be burning in my own pain in hell. And when I say that, I'm saying in this body and this flesh and in your next existence and even in this life. Because if you don't do what you're supposed to do, like if you guys don't follow your spiritual path, you're gonna have to face a tower moment. And this is usually how people end up in certain situations like death, and you may get in an accident or certain things. So if you're not on your spiritual path, then things will happen. Like what happened to me in 2019, because I wasn't really being myself due to like just me not doing certain shit and me being around a bunch of retarded ass adults. And I'm not talking about my parents, because my parents, they helped me and they did a lot for me. I'm talking about like, because they at least gave me a roof and stuff, and I lived a good life. So I'm not talking about my parents, but I'm talking about like the idiots, the education system, the fucking people at daycare, and just adult figures in general. And on a small degree, my parents, because they didn't tell me certain shit. But it's like I was around a bunch of idiots, so I wasn't. They'll I was a kid, and they told me you have the whole world ahead of you, and then they'll program children to waste time, and then you have all these kids out here like, oh, I have the whole world ahead of me, I don't have to do. And then by the time they know it, they're 21 and they start doing their shit. But if they started at a younger age, they'll be ahead of the game, because a lot of the things I'm doing, it's like it's taking me a long fucking time, and it's like I should have started early. So it's like this was, it's just crazy. I forgot what my fucking point was, but yeah, this shit is just. Hold on, where's my other cell phone at? So I can go look on. I forgot my point, but I have my cell phone on my other cell phone, and I can rewind it and look at the point I was making. Fuck yeah! I can't find my fucking phone. It's retarded as fuck. Yeah, and then we're in a different time right now, so a lot of people are going to be experiencing it. What you know what they call ascension symptoms? Ascension symptoms aren't what you niggas really think it is. It could be, but that's on a small degree. Like people say, oh, I have ascension systems and I'm purging, I'm healing. No, ascension systems are telling you that you have a problem. And whatever that problem is, you need to hurry up and deal with it. And if you don't, you're going to have a tower moment. And anytime you have a tower moment, that's a negative situation. Like back in 2019, I had a tower moment and I had issues with my teeth, and because I didn't brush my teeth for all these years. I didn't take care of my teeth. So that tower moment hit me. And in 2019, I had an infection. It went in my blood. And even to this day, I'm still like recovering from it. But it was to a point I was like bedridden. I couldn't really walk really. I had pain everywhere. This was back in 2019, 2020. And it was really bad. But like right now, I'm just getting the infection was so bad. Like I'm still I'm getting out of it right now. Like it's still kind of like, because it was to the point where I was bedridden. I couldn't move. I was in a wheelchair for like a day, because when they put me to the hospital to see what was wrong with me, I was really fucked up. But then like the doctor, oh, nothing's wrong with you, whatever. But like they said like nothing was wrong with me, whatever. But at the end of the day, I ended up having to fast and heal, and the mouse supplement and all that shit. And after 3-4 years, because the infection was so bad, I'm just getting out of it. So like I'm actually like in a different mindset than I was. So like this is why you guys see how I am the way I am, because I feel like you know how when you're a kid and everything looks brand new to you, that's how I feel. And that's how I've been feeling. I'll probably say since May of this year, because that's when I really started hitting that consciousness, probably around May. But I've been feeling even before that. But May, it was a real conscious shit. But like I'm in a different mindset, because I'm just getting out of some shit I was in, so I'm seeing the world a lot different. So this is why I have a lot of knowledge, because when I was in the, like, I don't know what it was, but when I was in that dark space, it tapped into something, and like this is why I know a lot of shit. Like, because I'm like, it's a lot of the shit, because I've been through like a lot of shit mentally, so I'm able to like extract information, and I'm so detailed and keen on different things, and my mind works like a machine. So, and it's because a lot of the shit I've been through. It's weird. But like, if you don't take care of yourself, you got to reach a tower moment. So an ascension symptom is pretty much a tower moment waiting to happen. So if you have heart pains, it's not, oh, it's just healing and the purging, and it's, you need to take care of that. And if you don't take care of that, because before I started doing yoga and stretching, going to the chiropractor and fasting, I had so-called ascension symptoms. But the more I do these things and I'm in alignment, I don't feel them. Anytime I feel ascension symptoms, is because I'm smoking too much, or I'm not eating healthy, or I'm off alignment. And then I feel them. That's like a sign to tell you to get back into alignment. Don't get me wrong, there are such things as growing pains and healing pains. I'm not saying every pain is attributed to not ascension, but 95% of the people that talk about ascension systems, and 95% of the time, is because you're doing something wrong. If you're going through healing and growing pains, that's usually like you'll purge. Sometimes when you're on this healing journey, sometimes your emotions will come up for you to realize them, or fears and phobias will come up so you can realize it, and then it gets better and you're purging it. But how you know that you're purging it is it's getting better every day. If it's like you're still the same way you were a month ago, you're not purging. Purging is each day or each week you feel more light, you feel it's not as of a burden on you mentally. That's purging. But if you still feel the same exact burden as you did 2 weeks ago, that's not purging. That's you waiting for a tower moment. Because in the tarot deck, there's a tower card, and the tower card is when like you get too much into the devil card, and when you're in too much into the devil card, that's your desire. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you feel you want to be in your comfort zone. And anytime you're too comfortable for too long, the spirit will create a tower moment to get you up out of that shit. So this is why you guys don't want to be comfortable for too long, because it will create a tower moment. And so it's like, look at it like this, like all the shit you don't want to do is gonna be hell, but you're gonna have to experience discomfort anyways, because if you don't, if you you're just prolonging your shit at the end of the fucking day. You're just prolonging your shit. So do you want to feel hell now or later? Do you feel it now? It's positive. It's the positive hell. And so it's like you getting rid of a desire. You hate it, but you know you have to do it. Or you giving up junk food. It sucks, but you see, that's the positive hell. But then the negative hell is you eat too much junk food and then you get sick. But then the positive hell, the negative hell, you end up experiencing later down the road. And so you're prolonging your health. So either or, you're gonna have to experience some discomfort. Which discomfort do you want? So you got to look at it like that, guys, and just do what you have to fucking do. Because as long as you do what you have to do, you're gonna start developing the mind. Like a lot of you guys, like Warren, like how do I get this information? No, a lot of the info, like me, I can't speak for everyone, but me personally, once I'm in alignment with self, then my mind, I start automatically knowing things I didn't know before. I'm not saying I don't ever redo research or look. That'd be dumb, because research and all that is even more knowledge. You see what I'm saying? So even though you may know everything within, if I research and read outwardly, I'm adding on to what I already know. So that I can decipher the world and talk to people like you guys who don't know everything a lot easier, because I can see where you're coming from and use my knowledge. So this is why I don't degrade. I'll watch CNN news, or I'll go listen to a homeless person talk, or I'll listen to a sheep speak, and I can learn, and I will learn from them. But you guys thinking about, spiritual learning, and which it is spiritual, because anything that's helping you on your path of growing, that's spiritual, helping your spirit. Some people, they'll give you information, like, for example, I didn't know how to do something on this vehicle, and some guy, he's a sheep, and so we call sheep, and fucking he helped me do my thing, save me some money, save me time, energy. You see what I'm saying? But if I was like, oh, he's a sheep, he's an idiot, I don't want to. He just all he talks about is cars, and I would end up having to price him more money just because I was too much in my ego. So you guys got to learn how to keep the balance, not be too much in your ego, because that's the Masons that they create the system. They created all these programs and shit, which I'm gonna get into some more. They create these programs that get you too in your ego. So now you're like you're like a fucking like a fanatic or some shit or a rebel or just some crazy shit. You're like a radical or some shit. Like that's what they want. You have to have a balance on some things, but you got to know when to use the balance for your benefit. So it's like you're just having benefit for you're having balance for your benefit, not because you want to cater to their shit. Fuck their shit. Yeah, man. Yeah. But does anybody got any questions or anything they want to add on? Because, man, I said a lot in this video. This shit can help you guys too. This is like stuff that can actually you guys can use and apply. Which is why that's why I like to make my videos, because so like I'll say some shit, but I always like to put things that you guys can use to apply. Because life is really not that hard. It's just a lot of people just want to feel comfortable and want to just be in a certain zone, and they can't be in that zone because they can't spiritually grow. So yeah, yeah, and I got the link right here if anybody wants to join. I gotta take another hit right here. But I got some things going on right now. I don't want to say too much stuff, but well, there's a lot of things that I want to do, but I just got something set in motion that's gonna allow me to do other things. So I don't want to speak too much and put any energy out there, but I'm gonna be yeah. Yeah. And I'm not, like I said, don't have no expectation for everything. That's like the thing you guys have to take the most. Like, don't expect anything. Like, look at it like just look at it like you're doing your spiritual path because it's spiritual, and that's it. Don't look at it, oh, I'm doing it to make money, I'm doing it to do that. Because if you do it for that, like I said, if you do it for an expectation, then eventually you're going to rationalize how that expectation that you doing it for is not good. Like, who cares about money? Who cares about that? So therefore, who cares about the spiritual path? Because you're looking, or you may say, oh, the money's not that important, it's not worth the spiritual path, or it has nothing. The spiritual path has nothing to do with any of that shit. It's you just growing and evolving. That's all it really has to do. So that's just keep it like that. Don't keep it like you're expecting anything. Not to say you won't get anything, but when you get it, it's like you just got it. So that's the reason why you're in a situation you're in, because you have a delusion about reality. You see reality fucked up. You see reality in a way it's not meant. You feel that your life is supposed to be like this. And since it hasn't played out like that, you're in an ego. You're in a fight with yourself, trying to force reality to be like that. And every day it's not being like that. And you're just pissed and you're angry and you're forcing it to be like that. And you're doing everything physically, but on a mental and spiritual level, it's not making you feel fulfilled. See what I'm saying? It's all because of expectation. It was good with it. Yeah. And I seen your video. You talk about the sexual energy. I think it's because you said you had a Mars in Scorpio. That Mars in Scorpio, man, is gonna give you a lot of sexual energy. Like me, my Mars is in Aquarius. So my shit is more like a mental. Like Mars in Scorpio, that shit's a highly sexual energy right there. That's actually a good placement though. Mars it actually does good. It's like one of the I think I think it's like a exaltation. I think that's what they call it. Mars and Scorpio. It's just like having Jupiter and Pisces or in Sag or Venus and Taurus. Like you know how they have those placements that are like Mars and Scorpio is a good placement. You're speaking facts. Experiencing situations to where you're explaining makes yeah, yeah, exactly. Like I was saying, like the delusions. You don't want to have delusions in life because like it just gets you expecting and you get upset when those aren't met. Because like I said, you're not life isn't what you think it is. The only reason you think life is the way it is because you've been programmed with that. You just started breaking the programming not too long ago. So like you've been watching my videos or people in general, you've been on spirituality, watching my videos, other videos, probably like 2, 3 years ago, even 5 years ago. That's not that long. And you haven't been doing it every day. So imagine all the programming in your life from since age one, all the subconscious programming when you were a baby, you don't remember it, but it's still fucking with you to this day because it's still in your mind. You didn't see it. Your parents arguing at age 2, other shit, and then you get older, all that shit is like in the gross in the mind. That's why it takes a long time to heal, because you can't undo like 15, 20 years worth of work in like a month or 2 months. You gotta That's why it takes time to really change the way you think. You gotta really know what the fuck you're doing. But yeah, we see the world as delusional. Since Saturn's in Pisces, everyone's seeing the world in a delusion, and you don't want to do it too much because once Saturn leaves Pisces, it's gonna go into Aries, and Saturn doesn't even like to be in Aries. And when it gets into Aries, everyone's gonna reality's gonna right now, everybody's in a delusion. Everybody's just in like fake fairy tale land because how they see reality, because Saturn's reality and Pisces is delusion, so everybody's not seeing reality for what it is. Once Saturn leaves Pisces, reality is going to smack everybody in the face, and you're going to have to try to get with reality in your own way. So you're not going to have no friends, family like that to help you. Not saying they're not going to be around you, but the energy is going to be like everybody fend for themselves. Nobody's gonna have to even say everybody by yourself. It's just gonna be the energy. Everyone's gonna feel alone, even when you're around people, and it's just gonna feel because Saturn's gonna be in Aries, and it's gonna be you having to be for self and do your own thing, whether people say it or not. You're just gonna have that feeling. It's gonna be like so. That's why I'm telling you guys like everybody's in an illusion. This is why they're pushing that alien shit. They're talking about fucking aliens and AI and all this because we're in that Saturn and Pisces. Everybody it's more receptive now, especially with the alien talk. You notice how they're talking about aliens and right when we get into this shit, and that people aren't really buying that alien shit like they want. Like people are, don't get me wrong, but you still got some people saying like it's questionable and shit. Even to some of these spiritual conscious niggas, like they'd be like, "Oh, the aliens at the government, those are fake aliens. The real aliens are our ancestors, not the fake ones." So they're trying to say aliens still exist, but they're trying to say no, it's the fake ones. So you're still playing into your agenda. If anything, they want you to play into it more. They want you to play into it like that more. Yeah, universe is a stupid, dumbass, retarded, fucking raggedy, stink ass bitch. Fuck the universe, this stupid bitch. So, oh, you need to go show credence, nigga. Fuck this universe. Haven't you ever thought the same energy we give into the universe is giving us, we giving it to them? They say, oh, humans need to respect the planet. Bitch, at the end of the day, we are the planet. We're working together. You don't work at McDonald's and then the billionaire is like the billionaire needs the minimum wage worker. The minimum wage worker needs the billionaire. They work together in the whole tandem and shit. The fuck? They work together. Like we were talking about the universe, and it's funny. Everyone's talking about the law of attraction, and you attract what you are, and you got to raise your frequency. But nobody ever looks at it like, what if the universe has low frequency? How the fuck you have all these human beings who disrespect your planet? Like you talk about, oh, human beings need to respect the planet. How about the planet needs to get its shit together and not manifest a situation or attract a situation where human beings aren't respecting it? Isn't it about giving responsibility to everything? The fuck? It's funny how everybody fucking left right when I said that. I think people got offended when I said the universe is a dumb bitch. See, this is why I say we're into this is the same thing as religion. See how people get offended? I had like 8 people in the room. Right when I said universe is a dumb bitch, this shit went down to 3 people. See how people get offended and butthurt? This is like a religion. This is what I'm saying. It's not spirit. This is why I say you don't want to be cool with spiritual people because it's just like being cool with a religious person. What you want to, and I'm not saying spirituality doesn't exist. I'm because I hate these fucking words. I don't really like the English language like that. I hate these words, but we have to use them. But when I say spiritual, I'm just saying it because it's the closest thing I can get you guys to know what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, true spirituality is not religion. People have taken religion and brought it over to spirituality now, and then they say they're spiritual, but they're really just another iteration of religion. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, nigga. Like people go, like pretty much instead of God, it's the universe now. Instead of God did this, it's the universe. Oh, instead of the Bible, it's the fucking Kabbalion. Instead of the 10 Commandments, it's the laws of Ma'at. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You were with your religious nigger ass. Just tired of all this shit, man. Shit's ridiculous. Talk about, you listen to the 10 Commandments. How was God to write the 10 Commandments? But you talk about the laws of Ma'at. Who the fuck wrote the laws of Ma'at? Some fucking Masonic bitch ass nigga and his interpretation of what that shit is. That's like, I'm not saying that there's no truth in that, but that's not where that book ends, and that book is not that important. However he did to get that, we can get it, and we can get more than that. Motherfuckers act like these books and all this shit grow from trees. Like nobody wrote it. Somebody had an experience mentally, wrote it down, or had it physically, and then they wrote the fucking book. And then they say, you do your research on books and books. And then all these books come from white people, but the same black people in these communities talk shit about white people, but then you'll go read these books. And these white people, like, they hated black people. Because they're like, we're like race. Some of their ancestors owned slaves and shit. And they be like fucking Aleister Crowley. I'm sure some of his ancestors owned slaves or did shit with, like, you're not going to tell me they didn't. But all these black people who talk shit about white people, they all, they're reading and quoting these books. Like, their whole lecture is about an occult book. And I'm not saying there's no truth in occult books. Like, I'm not saying, but the truth that is in that occult book is just like, it's like, it's nothing. It's because they're getting it from somewhere. It's like, imagine if I created an invention, and then you created a website that talks about my invention, and people give you more importance than me, and I actually created the invention, but you just stole it from me. Even though the information on your site is right, it's still my shit. So you may be saying something that's right. You got it from somewhere, and you're adding other shit into it. So it's the same with the occult book. It's like they're adding shit into it, and the shit that's true in the occult book, that's shit that we all know as human beings. We're supposed to all know. And then some of the shit is not even true because it's misinterpreted, and some of the shit's made up just to make it look religious. So it's all a fucking mess. Man, that's one motherfucking get some fucking water. But shit is fucking hilarious, man. And then we got Mercury retrograde in a couple weeks. Oh man, it's weird because like I don't want, like I've said, I'm not trying to speak nothing negative out there. Like, I'm not even gonna speak about that. I want, like, from now on, don't, you already know what you know. Don't put anything out. Don't say, "Oh, this world sucks" or this that, because they want you to say that. And no, it kind of sounds like I want to say this word because you're so used to like fuck that person, I hate that person. But when you say like the world sucks, then you're creating in a reality where situations are gonna confirm to you that the world sucks. So maybe you fucking lose your car keys or some shit, or maybe you have to go and do an extra thing that you probably wouldn't have to do because you broke something, or just something that happens that's an inconvenience, that you got the wrong thing, you got to go back to the store and return it, and you got the like just it. Damn, that sucks. You're gonna create little petty situations. It could be minor, it could be major, but you're gonna create a situation that confirms the world sucks because you said that. So don't say shit like that. It's hard. That's what I'm trying to like get out of that. We already know we don't like this fucking shit. So I'm gonna try to get out of that. It may slip up sometimes, and even me saying that, that's kind of me putting out there like it's okay for me to slip up because I say we may, but we gotta try to use our words like a lot better so we don't have to manifest a lot of this shit. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. But if anybody got any questions before I head out of here, it was 100 fucking degrees yesterday. This shit was crazy. It's been hotter than that out here, but it's just damn this heat. They're fucking with the heat. People think they just make it cold. No, they make it hot too. Cause it's the same shit they did in the winter. They doing that shit in the summer. Every fucking every other weekend, or every like, so like what they'll do is every other weekend or every like 3 weeks they'll do it where they don't do it, but then they'll do it for like 3 weekends straight. They'll make it hot only on weekends, so it'll be Saturday, Sunday, and it'll be like 10 degrees hotter. Or like for the full moon in Aquarius, they made it actually cooler. It was like 80 some degrees. Like they did it cooler for some fucking reason. So they can't make it like, they can't make it where it's like fucking snowing right now because that's too much. But they can influence what's the weather or what's going on right now. They influenced all the weather, is all influence. It's not like a lot of you niggas think they use harp just to destroy shit. No, they use harp to control the weather every fucking day. So just like the weather is sunny right now, they're using it to make it this weather. If they wanted to make it 80 degrees, probably they can make it 80, probably not 80, I don't know, it depends. It can't make it too low, but they can influence it to be, because so it doesn't get too hot or doesn't get too cold. Or sometimes they make it very hot, like if they want to like get homeless people, like they did some bullshit where they cleared a homeless encampment, and they, when they did it, it was a certain day and like it was hella hot, and I think like they do shit like that on purpose. Like they'll do shit where it's hella hot, make the weather hot, or like they do a lot of shit, man. Because like these people, like they don't like the people. They see the people as like, they want the people to just build their system and work and just be cheated out of life. That's what they want. They want their people just to build their system and to be cheated out of life, and that's it. They don't want nothing fucking else. Fucking stupid asses. And then when people complain about that, they want. That's why I say like we need to just fucking like these motherfuckers need to just die. Like somehow we need to find a way to just kill all their children, all the babies, all the families, all the animals connected to pets they have, all of the Masons, everything that's connected to them, kill and eliminate them, and then the world will be a peaceful place because now we can have this system. Because the only reason we can't, because they want to change the fucking world. They want to like they feel like they have every right to control the world because they created it. But if we could just get rid of them, this would be like the most peaceful fucking, this shit will be better, I should say. I want to say peaceful because we still in hell, but it'll be better. That, or we need to create our own system. But having to deal with them, we can't deal with them. Can't, because it's just going to be a burden. Because think about it, like if a lot of people started creating our own shit, they would hate that. Like if a million people got together and created their own community, they would hate that. They would hate that shit because even though they have all the resource and money, a large amount of people aren't paying attention. And once people, and it's gonna have to make them change their system, because if their system starts getting too hard, then people will just switch over to your system. Be like, well, this system's better. Because you know how right now you don't like their system, but there's nowhere to go, you feel. But if we had another system that was like we were doing our thing, people would join our shit. And then they would have to learn our education. And if they don't get in line with our education and what we do, then we can make them the outcast of our community. You see what I'm saying? So what they do, we do, but with our own way. That's how you do it with the energy. It's not like, oh, we don't do it because it's not bad. It's bad to do that. We're not, shut the fuck up. That's not how it works. The energy is, at the end of the day, our intent is spiritual. We're on a mission spiritually. That's the only thing that really matters. Everything else is you get in alignment with what we're doing, or it's a problem for you. Just like if we're not in alignment with what these Jews are doing, it's a problem for us. We're not in alignment with building their system. Your ass isn't gonna make money. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same fucking thing. Their mission is to build this system and keep it running. Yeah. Yeah, but if anybody wants to join, man, join the fucking room or ask some questions or something. I'm gonna probably get off in a minute, probably like 10 more minutes. I gotta be somewhere at 8, so I'm probably just gonna go on for another 18 more minutes. Yeah, man. Man. He's laughing. This shit's fucking. Yeah. Yeah. So what's good with everyone, man? Yeah. Yeah, and if anybody wants, hit the Cash App too. I'm about to put that in the comic section. If anybody wants to hit the Cash App, I'll probably put that in the description when I upload the video. Anybody wants to hit the thing? Yeah. Yeah, then tomorrow there's that fucking. I guess there's a new Pokemon set coming out in the next couple days. So that's gonna be, who man. I already have like somebody who buys these cards for me. Anytime I get the cards, he'll buy as much as I can get. He'll buy them because he's like an extreme collector. So he says whatever I can get. So I be getting him like you guys see that those big ass bags I be getting with those cards. I be selling all those shits. I have a lot of cards myself because I keep some of them because I intend on keeping some of those cards for like years down the line. Like some of them I really don't want to sell, but I'm selling them right now. But I keep some of them. I have a lot of them. Like there's a lot. I have like a fat ass by two binders. Like I have two fat ass binders, but one is filled completely and the other one's like halfway. And then I got a bunch of cards that I didn't even open yet. And then I got some that I'm selling. Like I got these ones yesterday. I got these ones yesterday. Yeah, we just it's a new one coming out tomorrow or in 2 days. I might have to wait a few days to get it, but I'm gonna fucking clean that shit out. Yeah. I'm gonna have to be more careful when I do it though. Like I don't even park my car in the fucking in the same parking lot. I don't even do that anymore. I park in a different one and I walk. And usually nothing. Oh, somebody's joining for sure. All right, what's good with it?
Hey, hey, hey.
Peace. Yeah, a
Yeah,
long time. I haven't seen you in a minute. What you been
yeah,
up to?
yeah. Yeah. I've been
Yeah, you.
just been, I just been a background, just been a background observing things. So
Okay,
yeah, yeah. So, but I was like
I
watching it and
feel you. That's
listen
good.
to the stream. Yeah, yeah. I was watching this to the stream, but I just didn't have the
Oh,
time to join. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sick.
breaking up, kind of. You
Let me
kind of
see.
breaking up.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah, I don't know. You might have to go to a different room. Yeah, yeah. Like when you move around, it's a
Yeah,
little better. I think you might have to go to a different area.
yeah. Hold on. Let me see.
Okay. Yeah, I know they
Yeah,
they
yeah,
be fucking up the 5G towers. I'm gonna tell you.
yeah,
I'll let you go, but I want to say this because what you just went through just reminded me something. They be fucking with the 5G tower because I noticed like when I go to a night like there's a certain city I live in, and when I go to the hood or
yeah,
like past a certain line where it's like the south side of the hood, the 5G is slower in a certain area. But then when I go up to the rich area or I go out like that's not in the hood, it's like the 5G is a little bit quicker, like it's faster. They fuck with the 5G tower, like they can make it slow in a certain area. Like if they don't like certain whatever, they can make the 5G hella slow, or they can shut it off or make it act weird. Like because I notice in certain areas it's slower, and it's always in like in a hood or fuck that area where it it's in an area where it's convenient for them to want to make it like that. Like it will never be in it's a random area. It's always in an area where it's like they're trying to attack like a hood or a place with a lot of poor people or like something like they want to attack. Like it wouldn't be just a random place. Like it wouldn't. Like yeah, go ahead. What were you saying? Yeah, you breaking up still. All right. Okay. Are you're muted now? You have to unmute yourself.
oh yeah, you hear me? You hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I said like you like which we said about like like the people build a system and like it's just hard. Like you like how can you break away from the system if you continue to build because like your time is spent on making money and that's building their system. Pretty much, you're just wasting time in their system,
Yeah.
in their game. You could be like doing something else.
Yeah.
Like you could put your time to somewhere else, like
Yeah.
something
But
else. No, like,
You
but it's
you
hard.
say
It's
that
hard.
right.
Yeah,
You say that right, but people don't want to do that because you see how there's AIs coming out, and you see how
yeah,
everyone's saying, "Oh, AI is gonna take everybody's work. Nobody's gonna go to work, or we need these jobs." And so people want to fucking build the system.
yeah,
It's just
yeah,
people
yeah,
want they want to have it like they want to have it their way though, which is like if you're gonna build their system, you're gonna have to go through pain and discomfort. They want to build their system and they want to have their cake and eat it. It's like you can't have it both ways. If you're gonna build their system, then you have to subscribe to everything that the system does, which is
yeah,
every so often you're gonna have to go through a problem, an issue, some type of pandemic, some type of economic problem, because that's part
yeah,
of that's part of the thing. It's not like it has to happen, it's just they make it like that, but you agree to it when you start being in their part of their system. So then people complain and they want to protest, like UPS, they were had a strike at UPS or some shit because they said about the workers and everything. But I'm like thinking, like, if people created their own system to deliver stuff, or we just had our own shit, and it seems like it's far-fetched, but it's not. If we had it, because they did it, so why can't we do it? So if we
yeah,
did it, we wouldn't be complaining about it. So the problem isn't, because it's their, at the end of the day, whatever you say, it's their platform. They created it and they're in control of it. And you can say it's ours, we helped built it, but go and make a decision on the behalf of that platform. You're not going to be able to, because you're not in a position. But people don't complain about that. You see what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like it's fucking dumb.
Yeah, yeah,
That's why
because
we just got to create our own fucking system.
yeah, yeah, true. Yeah, I remember what you said in 2020 during that time where that thing happened. You said even those with money, like even though like even if they think they believe like it's all like fake. What happened in 2020?
You,
Even
you, you, you're
yeah,
you're cracking, you're
are you
cracking
hear
up
me?
a little bit.
Are you hear me?
You're cracking up a little.
Can you hear me?
All right. Oh, yeah, you. I don't know. You're.
Yeah,
No, it's like it's really cracking. I don't know what's going on.
it's cracking up. Well, it was good last time. I don't know
That's
what
weird. I hope it's.
what it says cracking up.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, they say you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, yeah, it's good.
You,
Uh, yeah, they say it's going on. I don't know.
because like it's just like your thing is.
No, no, it's not muted this time.
Yeah, it's
See,
jittering or
yeah,
something.
it was
Like it's
good. It
just.
was good.
I can't even hear you.
Yeah, it was good last time. But the other times we streamed, it had no problem. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it should be good.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what's
I
going
don't.
on. Hopefully it's not. May Try going into a different room. That's because
I'm
I noticed when you walked around it, it's a lot better.
uh, uh, yeah, I'm in the same spot like
Like,
last
see,
time.
it's getting a little better.
Yes, I'm in the same spot like last time.
Yeah,
Like,
you just got
yeah, I always been in the same
you.
spot
Yeah, it's like when you
with
move
window,
around.
like where the window at. But it should be
Yeah.
okay. I don't know something. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You hear me, right?
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, I can hear you. It's just like I think it's when you move around, it works better or something. Because I know it's when you're moving, it'll be working, but then it's working right now. So let's just see if it
Yeah.
works right now.
Oh yeah, yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. Hope so. Yeah, hope so. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I said I remember what you said in 2020. You said if people with money, if they believe that thing is like that pandemic, if they believe that thing is fake, it doesn't matter because they still gotta act accordingly. They still gotta follow the system, even though they believe it's fake. They still gotta go along with the system. So it shows you that you still gotta.
Yeah.
That's not their platform. You got they make the money, but you don't control the system. So you got to follow along with whatever they got, whatever they plan that comes. Whatever
Yeah.
plan that comes in.
I don't know why it's like messing up. I can barely hear you. Like
Yeah,
like
yeah, I don't
I knew
know.
you said something about like the system. I don't know why is it fucking up. This is weird, man. This is fucking crazy.
Oh my god. Yeah,
We
yeah,
in
it's something.
2023 and you got shit like this still.
Yeah, yeah,
But
something.
but
Yeah,
you
something.
said something about like I said
Yeah, you said it.
about what did I
Yeah, you said in 2020 that when that thing happened, you said like with people with money, if they believe that the pandemic is fake, they still got to
okay,
act
this is really
accordingly.
irritating me, bro. I don't know what's going on,
I,
man.
I don't know, man. I, I don't know. I think let me see. Yeah, I don't know, man. Something is up, man. Something is going on, man. Let me see.
Can you guys hear me now? I know what it was. It was on my internet. It was not it's I'm on 5G right now. All right, I'm on 5G right now. And the 5G over here is hella fucking weak. So that's I think that's what was going on. It wasn't nothing to do with it was the same thing that happened yesterday. Like the 5G is just really weak. So yeah, but what's good with everyone? It was my shit that was fucking up. It wasn't I don't think it was him. Because what happens is at a certain time, it fucks up. Like in the mornings, it's good, or in the mornings is when it fucks up. Damn, get the fuck on! All these stupid ass people drive fucking slow and shit, nigga. Yeah. Oh, I think he's back. Okay, let me add him. All right, what's good?
Yeah,
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 I think it was my shit that was fucking up.
yeah, yeah. I sensed that. Yeah, I sensed it. Like, because always worked before.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah, I was saying. I said like back in 2020 when that thing happened. You said even people with money, if they believe that is fake, that it was staged, they still got to act accordingly. They still got to follow the system, even though
Oh
they
yeah.
yeah. You're
So
right. Yeah,
yeah, so it's like it really don't even really matter really, like cause it still affects everyone. So
yeah,
because that's how deep the mind control is.
yeah,
That's how deep it is. And that
yeah,
affects everyone.
yeah. I know.
So
Yes,
it's like it's not even like you'll have people that speak out about the system, but it really doesn't go nowhere because it's about action. It's not about you believing it's fake. It's like if
yeah,
we believe if it was fake, then people should have fucking like had an out war. Like you're making kids get this shit, and people should have been fucking fighting them. And said, I'm
yeah,
not going to work, or we're not doing this, and we're not
yeah,
paying. Like if enough people did it, they can't. They're not gonna attack all those people. They're gonna negotiate. It's just if one or two people do it, then they can just make an example. But like if enough people did it, then
yeah,
they'll have to negotiate and shit. But they
yeah,
have so much mind control programs to keep people from reaching that state. Like they have the divide and conquer, and they release all these. This is why they have celebrities and all these distractions. They have all these
yeah,
celebrities and these distractions and shit that keep people from ever coming to that.
yeah, yeah. True. It's crazy, man. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And, I was thinking about what I said before. I could say the same thing about it, like if you got a job and you know that you just building that
Oh
system.
shit! Fuck. Oh
Oh,
no, nah, shit. I'm gonna have
oh
to
yeah,
go.
yeah. I said if you got a job and you know that you're building their system,
Yeah.
like you know it doesn't matter because you know you gotta have money. You gotta get some money to pay bills. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what you think, pretty much. You know you
Yeah.
gotta make
I'm
the
still
money.
here. I'm still here. I'm just
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I said like, it's like that. It sounds like that. Like a person got a job and they know that the system is BS, and you just building their system, but they know that they gotta make money, pay bills, to pay bills for shelter. They gotta do all that and still and know that it's all BS, and it's crazy.
Yeah. That's why you have to just we gotta just transmute the energy.
Yeah,
Like you gotta do certain shit, but that's why when you make the money,
yeah,
you use it to make your own system, so you
yeah,
can be free. If enough people did that, then we can use it to make our own system. But
yeah,
they don't want that because yeah, if the people did that, they get hella mad.
yeah.
Like, why you think these NBA stars like Mayweather? He has all this money, but yet he goes and spends like 7 million at some fucking designer store. Like, first of all, who the fuck wants to spend that much money on
Oh yeah,
designer clothes? Like, I don't give it. Even if I had $100 million,
yeah,
I don't want to spend 7 million. That's fucking stupid. Like, if it happens over the course of like a years of you buying it, if you even did that, that's one thing, which is still dumb. But like, who's gonna spend it all in one sitting? You won't even be able to wear all that shit before
yeah,
so like the reason why he has to spend his money because if he went and bought a village in Africa and started building, they'll start attacking it. So he can't do nothing but he can't do nothing but nigger shit. So he's not powerful. He's not successful.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
fuck! I think I left my
mm.
shit.
But
Somebody stole my motherfucking sandals. Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say I remember that Floyd Mayweather. I don't know if you put a video up or a stream, but it got deleted. But I was gonna go to it, but it got deleted. You said you had a video about Floyd
Yeah.
Mayweather in
Deleted.
South
They
Africa.
deleted my shit
Yeah, it was
because
like
they said it
Floyd
was.
Mayweather in South Africa. Like he was spending money in South Africa.
They said it was disrespectful or some shit. Hold it.
Yeah, yeah. You had the video. You had you had that. You had that video stream up, and it got deleted. I was gonna go to it, and it said removed. I said, "Oh wow," and it's crazy,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean,
that's
like,
crazy.
yeah. 'Cause I saw the videos of Floyd
It is
Mayweather with
crazy.
South Africa. People was worship
Did you
him.
see the?
Yeah, they said, "Huh?" I can't hear. I don't know, man. Um. Uh. Man.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
bad. My shit. I don't know why this shit's fucking up again.
I mean, yeah. I know. Yeah. Like I said, yeah. I saw the videos of Floyd Mayweather in South Africa, and they had the tribes people coming out dancing for him, and I said, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous to me. And he had, I don't know,
Yeah,
security, special security. I don't know, special. So private security, I don't know, man. Like it's just ridiculous. They got the tribes people dancing for him, and it's, man, like, and it's crazy, man.
yeah,
I know, like the people just be worshiping, man.
yeah,
Like it's crazy, you know,
yeah.
man. How
Hey,
people are, man. Like, dang, like
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Once it's,
I'm gonna have to get off live right now.
uh,
Yeah, I'm gonna
yeah.
get back on live. This shit is really. I'm about to get situated. And I'm gonna come back online because
Oh, okay,
yeah, this
okay,
shit internet thing is really annoying me. I can't really hear you. All right,
yeah.
then, bro. I hit
All
you up.
right, all right. All right.
Yeah.